Hello everyone, welcome to the lesson. The topic of our lesson is describing holidays. Today at the lesson we are speaking about important holidays in different countries and we are working with writing descriptive articles. So let's start working, and first you are going to look at the picture in your book. It is page 18, exercise 1, and you are going to listen to a piece of music. Your task is to try to imagine what event people are celebrating, whether it is a carnival, the Queen's birthday, Scottish New Year or wedding. Итак, ваша задача сейчас, прослушивая музыкальный отрывок, попробовать ответить на вопрос, что отмечают люди в этот день. Карнавал, день рождения королевы, шотландский Новый год или свадьбу. So, listening to music.
Exercise 1, page 18.
Well, you listened to some music and I hope you heard some special musical instruments. So, we are going to speak about Hogmanay, which is Scottish New Year. Now, before reading the text, you have got some activities people do either on the day of holiday or before the holiday. Try to decide what people do before the day and on the actual day. Посмотрите, в упражнении 2 перед вами выписаны действия, которые выполняются либо в ожидании праздника, либо в сам день празднования. Look, bake cakes and biscuits. Listen to the bells chime midnight. Clean their houses. Kiss and wish each other Happy New Year. Listen to traditional music. Join hands and sing. Visit friends and neighbors. Now you stop the video and decide what is before the day, what is on the actual day. Поставьте видео на паузу и распределите эти действия в две группы – во время праздника и в преддверии праздника. Now, working further, you are going to read and listen to the text. It is page 18, exercise 2. Теперь, когда вы распределили, по вашему мнению, что когда выполняется, давайте прослушаем и прочтем текст. Заодно проверим, правильно ли вы распределили действия. Listening. Слушаем.
Exercise 2, page 18. In Scotland, the New Year's Eve celebration is called Hogmanay, which means new morning in Celtic. It is surely the most exciting celebration of the year. Preparations for the celebration start early on the 31st of December. People clean their houses and throw out old, unwanted things. They also bake special shortbread biscuits and a rich fruitcake called black bun to share with family and friends on the big day. On the night of Hogmanay, There are live concerts and fabulous carnivals in the streets of all Scottish towns. A lot of excited people get dressed up in colourful costumes. In some cities, there is also a long torchlight procession through the streets that crowds watch excitedly. As soon as the bells chime 12, everyone kisses and heartily wishes each other a happy new year. Then people join hands and proudly sing the traditional song Auld Lang Syne. After that, there is a stunning fireworks display, which is the icing on the cake. On the 1st of January, people visit friends and neighbours to wish them luck for the new year. Hogmanay is certainly a great celebration. People feel happy to be with friends and family and look forward to a good year full of success.
Well, you listened to the text and now we are ready to check the exercise you have done. What is done on the day and what is done before. So, bake cakes and biscuits. When do people bake cakes and biscuits? They do it before the holiday. When do people listen to the bells chime midnight? People do it on the day. When do people clean their houses? They clean their houses before the holiday. When do people kiss and wish each other Happy New Year? They do it on the day of the holiday. When do people listen to traditional music? People do it on the day of the holiday. When do people join hands and sing? They do it on the day of the holiday. And when do people visit friends and neighbors? They do it on the day of the holiday. I think it was easy to do, even without reading or listening to the text. We all know what are preparations and what are celebrations. Now, people, we are working with a descriptive article. And a descriptive article has its rules. Итак, поскольку мы говорим об описательных статьях, мы должны запомнить те правила, которые существуют для написания подобного вида. Итак, описательная статья. Мы можем описывать какое-то событие, место. Но что важно? Мы используем времена группы present. Поскольку, если мы описываем событие, скорее всего, это какое-то регулярно проводящееся событие. Очень важна структура. Как и в любой письменной работе, у нас есть вступление. Introduction. Это один абзац, в котором нужно упомянуть название или тип праздника, который вы будете описывать, время, когда он отмечается, где отмечается, ну и указать причины, по которым празднуется этот день. Далее мы переходим к основной части. Вы знаете, основная часть может содержать 2, 3, 4, 5 и более абзацев, то есть столько, сколько вам нужно, чтобы выразить все свои мысли. Каждая новая мысль начинается с абзаца. Когда мы говорим о праздниках, можно разделить на два абзаца эту основную часть. В первой части рассказать о приготовлениях к празднику, а во втором абзаце описать, собственно, действия в этот праздник. И вывод. Conclusion. В выводе мы, как правило, закругляемся, и ваша задача подвести итог. В данной статье в выводе можно описать чувства и эмоции людей, которые присутствуют на празднике. Помним, В абзаце не может быть одно предложение, минимум 2. В вашей письменной работе не может быть менее 4 абзацев. Это правило, которое нельзя нарушать. Now, working further. We are to reread the text and analyze its structure. Еще раз смотрим на текст и анализируем его структуру. Читаем с вами первый абзац. In Scotland, the New Year's Eve celebration is called Hogmanay, which means new morning in Celtic. It is surely the most exciting celebration of the year. Назван праздник New Year's Eve. Названо место in Scotland. Названа причина. Почему отмечается? New morning in Celtic and the most exciting celebration of the year. Итак, все нужные пункты во вступлении упомянуты. The second paragraph. Второй абзац. Preparations for the celebrations start early on December the 31st. People clean their houses and throw out old unwanted things. They also bake special shortbread biscuits and a rich fruit cake called black bun to share with family and friends on the big day. В этом абзаце мы узнаем, какие приготовления проводятся перед праздником. Перечислены действия и названа дата, когда это делается. Переходим к третьему абзацу. On the night of Hogmanay there are live concerts and fabulous carnivals in the streets of all Scottish towns. A lot of excited people get dressed in colorful costumes. In some cities there is also a long torchlight procession through the streets that crowds watch excitedly. As soon as the bells chime 12, everyone kisses and heartily wishes each other a happy new year. Then people join hands and proudly sing the traditional song Auld Lang Syne. After that, there is a stunning firework display, which is the icing on the cake. On the 1st of January, people visit friends and neighbors to wish them luck for the new year. В третьем абзаце мы прочитали с вами о тех событиях и мероприятиях, которые проводятся, собственно, в день праздника. And the fourth paragraph, последний абзац. Hogmanay is certainly a great celebration. People feel happy to be with friends and family and look forward to a good year full of success. В последнем абзаце мы увидели отношение людей к этому празднику. So, the structure is clear. Now, working further. When we work with descriptions, we use a lot of adjectives and adverbs to make our description brighter, to make it more beautiful, to show the atmosphere. Внимательно. Когда мы делаем описание, чтобы сделать его ярче и атмосфернее, мы используем прилагательные и наречия. И чем больше прилагательных вы используете, тем более живое у вас получается описание. Let's practice. Let's use adjectives in the texts. Stunning, enthusiastic, festive, tall and colorful. They are adjectives removed from the text. Stop the video and complete the text. Видео, как обычно, на паузу и дополняем словами предложения. Заполняем пропуски. Now let's check. The maypole and costumes give the square an extremely atmosphere. The tall maypole and colorful costumes give the square an extremely festive atmosphere. The villagers dance around the maypole, creating a pattern of ribbons. The villagers dance around the maypole, creating a stunning pattern of ribbons. The crowd cheers as the May Queen arrives. The enthusiastic crowd cheers as the May Queen arrives. I think you managed. Now we are looking at the next text. Notting Hill Carnival. Brightly decorated, local, huge, delicious, crowded. Complete the gaps. Fill the gaps with the words. Stop the video and do the task. Well, checking. Musicians who have practiced hard for the big event play on the floats as they parade through the streets. Local musicians who have practiced hard for the big event play on the brightly decorated floats as they parade through the crowded streets. The people in the crowd dance energetically or stand eating food from the variety of stalls. The people in the crowd dance energetically or stand eating delicious food from the huge variety of stalls. I hope you managed. Now you are to choose the correct word. Exercise 6, page 19. There are pairs of words. You are to choose an appropriate one. Выбираем подходящее по смыслу слово. Видео на паузу и работаем, можно карандашом. Well, checking our work. Huge crowds wait slowly or patiently by the side of the river for the race to begin. Huge crowds wait patiently by the side of the river for the race to begin. People spend the afternoon wandering happily or beautifully around the stalls. People spend the afternoon wandering happily around the stalls. Everyone watches hurriedly, excitedly for the first float to appear around the corner. Everyone watches excitedly for the first floats to appear around the corner. War veterans march in the parade, proudly or smartly, displaying their medals. War veterans march in the parade, proudly displaying their medals. People cheer enthusiastically, exotically, as the band marches by. People cheer enthusiastically as the band marches by. I don't think it was very difficult, and I think you managed. Now, looking at the task and analyze the structure of your future article. The task is: a teenage magazine has asked its readers to take part in a descriptive writing competition entitled Celebrations Around the World. Write your article describing a celebration in your country. You are to write between 120 and 180 words. What is to be written in the first paragraph, in the introduction? the name of the celebration, when and where it takes place, and the reason for the celebration. There must be at least 2 sentences. Main body, which is divided into 2 paragraphs. Основная часть, которая делится на 2 абзаца. Preparations people make before the day, probably decorations, food, some rehearsals, maybe cooking, cleaning, what people do before the holiday. And the 3rd paragraph, what happens during the actual event. You can speak about costume, food, activities, you can speak about some traditions. Then you come to conclusion. Дошли до вывода. Это 4-й абзац. How do people feel during or after this celebration or event? What final thoughts and comments can you make? So you are to describe people's emotions and you are to round up somehow. You are to say if the holiday is important, interesting, beautiful, and whatever you want. So there are 4 paragraphs. There are at least 2 sentences in each paragraph, and you have got not less than 120 words. Помним, в статье должно быть 4 абзаца, в абзаце должно быть не менее 2 предложений, в тексте должно быть не менее 120 слов и не более 180. Your homework is to write the article. И ваше домашнее задание – написать эту статью. Пожалуйста, не берите такие праздники, как день рождения. Не берите Новый год, потому что об этом празднике вы уже много писали, вы будете повторяться. Возьмите что-то, о чем вы еще не рассказывали. So, that's all for today. Goodbye.